Hello there, everybody. It's Orit, and I'm so excited to welcome you to this special session all about the Pan Am 100th Anniversary Legendary Voyage. As many of you know, as many of you know, Pan Am touched the lives of millions and shaped modern air travel. For the 100-year celebration, Holland America and Pan Am have created something truly extraordinary, a 28-day Caribbean sail aboard the Zuiderdam, carefully designed to retrace iconic clipper routes across the region. I've been receiving so many questions from you, and that's why I wanted to have this webinar so we can walk you through everything so you need anything you need to know. This session is recorded so you can watch it anytime, and if you need personal help, I'm here for you. So let's get started. I'll introduce you to Nate, that is our Business Development Manager for Holland America. Hi, Nate.
Hi, Arvi. Thank you so much for having me today.
Great to have you here.
So I'm really excited to get to talk to everybody about this, as this is a truly unique voyage that we've been able to put together with the help of Pan Am and our itinerary deployment teams. We've put together a really special itinerary that's very deep and rooted in history. And I believe we have some really specific questions that we can go through to kind of help everybody understand exactly what's so unique about this voyage.
Yes, I got quite a few questions here, and if you don't mind, I'll start here.
Sounds great.
Okay, let's start big, okay? What makes this Pan Am Legendary Voyage truly unique in the industry?
Yeah, so Holland America and Pan Am Airlines, right, are uniting together really to celebrate the innovation, heritage, and the level of art that goes into leisurely travel. Both companies have been around a really, really long time. And so the collaboration on this was to put together this special 28-day Caribbean legendary voyage on board the Zuiderdam that's really meant to be crafted and follow the historic routes of Pan Am's famous Clipper planes that first originated across the Caribbean and Mexico.
This is so exciting. Okay, so which original Pan Am Clipper routes inspired this itinerary?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, in general, a lot of these 19th century ships that were known to be clipped off miles between the different ports are what's kind of spawned this idea. So, Pan Am founder Juan Trippe named his new aircraft the Clipper, and this vision basically extended to be beyond speed and, of course, efficiency. And so that's really what kind of got all of this going. He wanted to create these high-flying palaces where passengers essentially could experience the same refined luxury found on the world's finest ocean liners, a la Holland America Line. And so, like cruise ships, these clippers featured sleeping berths, the multi-course meals served with fine china, the attentive stewards, and elegant lounges. So all of this put together is really what helped shape the golden age of aviation travel. And following these clipper routes is really what kind of created these aerial highways that encircled the entire Caribbean and really started spawning more and more of this travel throughout the Caribbean and these international gateways. And that's really what got several of these ports of call to really expand upon what it was that they offered for Caribbean aviation, Miami becoming the aviation's hub, and of course, forever changing how the world accessed the tropics.
Definitely. Wow. Will the passengers experience any Pan Am themed programming or memorabilia on board?
Yes, they will. So a lot of this is still kind of under wraps and being developed, but you can hear it first from me that the cruise is going to feature special programming, themed meals. There's also going to be inspired decor all across the ship to make it feel a lot like the original Pan Am era of aviation.
Yeah, I heard it's a big secret still. Okay, so let's go on to, we have a couple of questions here. Can you highlight the ports that were historically important for Pan Am's Caribbean routes?
Yes, I can. And what I'm also going to do is go ahead and move here through this PowerPoint really quick because I'm going to overview kind of the timeline here and the itinerary so that everybody can see that while I speak to it. You can kind of see this great circle route overview right here on the map. That really is what this 28-day voyage entails. And these are the main ports of call that are going to be included on this voyage. So starting with Nassau, right? This was one of Pan Am's very first routes from Miami. And this really launched Caribbean aviation history. Another very famous port is, of course, Williamstad, Curacao, and that is very much known for the iconic, colorful Dutch facades and the floating Queen Emma Bridge that makes Williamstad instantly recognizable internationally. We also have this as the UNESCO World Heritage Site, which really was a strategic wartime base where Pan Am's clippers went to refuel during the Allied operations in the 1940s. We also have San Juan, Puerto Rico included. This was also one of those early hubs that Pan Am was included in for expansion. San Juan linked the Caribbean, North and South America all together. And this really included a lot of those beautiful cobblestone streets that you've seen, the wind past El Morro Fortress, in the vibrant capital where the Spanish cultural architecture meets modern Caribbean culture. From there, we also feature Santo Domingo and the Dominican Republic, Alcázar de Colón, Santa Marta, Colombia. We also then have pristine beaches that are featured from that port of call, which is going to be Tayrona National Park. And a lot of things that people like to see there are those historic coffee plantations in the nearby Sierra Nevada mountains. So that's all included in that. And then one other really main port of call that's included as well is going to be Belize City and the ancient Mayan temples that everybody has come to have interest in exploring as archaeological wonders.
Okay. Especially, I know there's a lot of questions about shore excursions. Are there any shore excursions designed specifically with the Pan Am history in mind?
Yes, there will be. So we are going to have themed events with some of this historical programming and, of course, activities that are really going to be designed around Pan Am travel, which was the golden age of travel. So we will have shore excursions that will be specifically tailored to this theme, and more will be coming on that.
Oh, that'd be amazing. And are we expecting any overnight stays or extended evenings stays in the port?
So there are extended evening stays. Currently, there is no full overnight included on this itinerary, but extended evenings are included in Curacao, Aruba, and Cozumel.
Okay. And how is this itinerary different from a typical Caribbean cruise?
Yeah, great question. So number one is the length. 28 days is very, very in depth. Most cruise lines that visit the Caribbean are known for 7-day itineraries. Holland America Line specializes in 10 plus day Caribbean itineraries and collectors, but most of those max out between 14 and 21 days. So having this be the full 28-day itinerary really is designed to mimic the original Pan Am air route and have an extensive overview of the entire Caribbean and Mexico region.
Amazing, amazing. So now we're going to move on to onboard experience. Why was the Zuiderdam selected for this sailing?
Yeah, that's a great question. So Zuiderdam really was selected because it's one of our Vista class ships, which is really outfitted to be catered to specialty luxurious cruising. We also feature a lot of spacious veranda staterooms, which again kind of embodies what that luxury air travel was meant to feel like. And then on top of that, she includes world-class dining, impeccable service to really create this kind of atmosphere of relaxed sophistication that aligns with the golden age of travel. So Zuiderdam was kind of an obvious choice from our fleet.
Yes, I understood that from quite a few phone calls I've had. People are asking for the veranda staterooms.
They
What
certainly are the
enhancements,
most popular.
right? What enhancements or special events will take place on sea days?
Yeah, really good question. So there's definitely going to be specific themed meals on sea days that will be offered throughout all of the specialty dining restaurants as well as in the main restaurant. We are going to have themed decor really from that period in time of aviation that's going to be featured on board. And then, of course, we're going to have that historical programming within the entertainment to also be featured on board. And normally, because you're not within ports of call during the day on sea days, all of that will be dialed up a notch on board to be the focus of the voyage.
Oh, nice. And also, will there be guest speakers, historians, or themed entertainment?
Yes, there will. We will have all of that available on board.
Okay. And let's talk about value. What does I've had quite a few questions about this. What does the early booking bonus include?
Yeah, great question. So this is a great time to book with Holland America Line, not only because this is such a incredible partnership and voyage that we're able to feature with this itinerary, but we also have a great promotion running right now, and it's called Holland America Line's Have It All Early Booking Bonus. This really is the epitome of value. And what comes with this when you purchase this is premium Wi-Fi that's included throughout the sailing, our elite beverage package, which is actually a notch above our standard signature beverage package. So that includes top shelf spirits, wines, and specialty cocktails. Specialty dining, which would be 2 nights in the Pinnacle Grill restaurant and 1 night in the Canaletto restaurant, up to a $300 shore excursion credit per guest. Early selection of stateroom category and location. This is key, especially with special historical itineraries like this, because these staterooms can sell quickly. So having that plus the priority access is very important. And then we also offer something that's called our best price guarantee at the time of booking. So if a guest notices a public rate happens to change or go down, we will honor that in the form of onboard credit for future cruise. So we have all of that featured
Oh,
with this Have It All early booking bonus package.
wow. So for a 28-day journey, how much added value does this Have It All package bring?
Yeah, that's a great question. And before I answer that, I am also going to sneak ahead here to a slide that kind of overviews this because it
Okay.
really does a nice job. You can see everything that comes with a 21 plus day cruise that we've been talking about here with this package. But what I really want to get to is this value. You can see what this value can be. And this is based on just a 10 plus day voyage. So the value of a 28-day cruise for this package is over $3,000 per person. So you get a lot with this package, and it really is the most luxurious way to experience this cruise.
Yeah, I was looking at that. And also you're on a 28 days, so it's you need everything that you mentioned, you need. So
That's
I
right.
think people should take that actually.
And we do find most of the time that our guests want this stuff, whether or not they purchase it at the onset, can vary. But a lot of times they onboard then request wanting to add it, and that does cost more
Exactly.
than if you buy
Yeah,
it up front with this package.
yeah, I've heard about that. Exactly. Yeah, it's much better to get the package. Okay, so we also have a special Pan Am group pricing. Can you explain why booking through the group is better than booking directly on the website?
Yes, I can. So we have something that's called a group advantage or gap menu program. And what this entails is there are points that come with every cruise. And because this is a legendary journey, it comes with 10 points. And so as a group leader, when the group has been built and set up, things can be selected, such as specialty dining, wine and spirit beverage packages or a cocktail party. And there are also other things like adding extra onboard credit or shore excursion credit that can be included. So even if a guest chooses they don't want to purchase the Have It All early booking bonus package, the standard group price still unlocks 10 of these gap points for other items that can be used on board. And so that truly is what adds greater value here versus if you just book directly on the website. The other thing that this does is it gives you better upgraded categories within these staterooms of veranda that are included in the group. And I do have a slide here that shows a little bit of that with both what the price point is for the Have It All early booking bonus package above or the standard group rates that does not include the early booking bonus package, which you can see here. And this also are some schematics from online that feature what these veranda staterooms look like. So they're very, very nice. But getting these categories mid-ship, those sell quickly. And when you just buy the lead-in price point on the website, it doesn't necessarily give you that good mid-ship location that the group would.
Okay, like the ones I ordered. Okay, I reserved.
Correct.
Fantastic. I took all the
You did a
rooms.
good job.
Okay. Oh, we spoke about that just now. Which cabin categories typically sell on
Yeah,
out?
so a lot
We
of
just spoke
people
about that.
like the suites as well, right? And suites are
Mm.
amazing, but the biggest bang for your buck from a value standpoint are these upgraded veranda categories. They sell the quickest, especially in those midship locations. And so that's why we're already talking about this October of 2027 voyage now.
Right. And the next question also is pretty much the same. What's the best cabin types for the 28-day sailing?
Yeah, you definitely want to be in a veranda, right? Interior and
You need the
ocean views
view.
certainly serve certain people's needs, but for a cruise of this magnitude, you want the veranda stateroom with that balcony.
Okay. Are upgrades or wait lists possible later on?
They are. Some of our standard practices include, as the cruise gets closer to its actual departure date, depending on how things are going, they tend to offer paid upgrade opportunities. So let's say you've booked a veranda stateroom, but you're wondering about a suite. Sometimes there are opportunities to upgrade for a fraction of the price. That is something that is part of our standard booking process.
Okay.
However, these are specialty voyages, right? So, as a
They sell
legendary
out.
historical voyage like
Right.
this, there's no guarantee. We are expecting strong demand on this, and we're already starting to see a little bit of that.
Okay. And what documentation or visas do guests need? Do they need any?
Yeah, so the US needs an ESTA or visa for some. The passport, however, will be the main requirement for everyone. You definitely need to have a passport.
Right. Okay. I think our Pan Amers will know that.
Definitely.
Okay. And are laundry packages, that was one question I got. Are laundry packages available for long cruises?
Yes, they are. It is a nominal purchase on board, but that is something that you can also get.
Okay. And I understand that the Wi-Fi is included in Have It All, right? Is it reliable for a month-long voyage?
That is correct. We now utilize Starlink on all of our
Okay.
vessels, and it works fantastic. So I definitely can stand behind the Wi-Fi performance on
Yeah,
these
Starlink's
sailings.
great. Okay. And what's the dress code?
Yeah, in general, we call it business casual or smart casual. The business casual piece is usually for dinner, but during the day, things are relatively lax. So whether it be shorts and a polo, nice jeans and a t-shirt during the day, that's fine. For dinner, we just ask no jeans usually in the main dining rooms.
Okay. And I think this is the end of my questions here. So to everyone watching, if you want the special group fare, personalized service, and the Pan Am community experience, reach out to me. I'll send the booking options and the recording link and anything you need.
Yeah, everything needed right here. Please contact Dorit. She's already gone ahead and set up a group in our booking system. It's ready to go. And all the pricing that was just featured there on the prior page. And here is all of her contact info so that you can get in touch with her to make a booking on this special cruise.
Thank you so much, Nate, for taking out the time and to show our people all about the cruise and wishing you happy
Yeah,
holidays.
yeah, thank you. Really appreciate everybody's interest. And we're so, so excited to be able to feature this. So thank you for tuning in. And thank you so much for having me today. Wishing everyone happy holidays.
Thank you. Is that it?